my mother, I think about 3 weeks prior to meeting Portia. So I was in middle school, and my mother actually was diagnosed with breast cancer at 31. So she died at 33, and then I met Portia. So that's how we met, and since then we've been together for almost, I can't count the years, but since I was 13, I'm 26 now. And so it's been a journey. I think that I met Portia at the very peak, the time of my life when I needed, somebody the most. But during the course of my life, I think I learned the importance from Portia, the importance of community service, and I'm glad that you ladies are starting out, at a young age, because a lot of people, at our age, they think, well, you're young, let's just hang out with our friends and let's party, but, you really don't know the impact that you're having on somebody's life when you're giving back to them.
Give with my heart, give with my soul, give with everything I know. And what you know is everyone deserves a little bit of love in this world. Give with my heart, give with my soul, give with everything I know. And what you know is everyone deserves a little bit of love in this world. Oh, what a wonderful world this would be if everybody was born free. No division of land, no corrupted plan, just everyone was.
Oh, I'm the intake information and referral specialist for my Sister's Place Women's Center. When the ladies come in for the first time, they see me. Okay. And I sit down with them to see what it is that they're looking for and assist them.
Love, respect, and charity, cause it's the mark of humanity. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give with my heart.
Forward to, this is the day room where everybody normally comes after they do intake, they come up here. Showers, laundrooms, one floor up. So. But the showers up here.
I teach the workshops with the women and help oversee the program. And they get their clothes washed, they see the caseworker, they use a phone. So it's pretty much what we do here on this floor. Okay.
Death on the hillside, orphans in the street, often you will see freedom for you and I mean prison from another human being. So before you go counting your pretty things.
Some people have houses, they just need assistance with living homes or something like that. Everybody isn't homeless that comes here. Everybody, whatever situation they're in, they might have lost their job and need some assistance with finding a job or something like that. Everybody has their own reasons. So, yeah.
Just know somebody on the other side, yes. They're just trying to live. They're just trying to live. Give with my heart, give with my soul, give with everything I know. And what you know is everyone deserves a little bit of love in this world. Give with my heart, give with my soul, give with everything I know. And what you know is everyone deserves a little bit of love in this world. Just a little bit of love, just a little bit of love.
How important is it to have volunteers?
It's definitely important. We can't really do anything without volunteers here. Most of the food is volunteered, gets donated here. Most of the casseroles that we get come from different parishes throughout Maryland. So, pretty much if the volunteers don't come, we won't be able to do anything here.
Oh, it's important to volunteer because open up is good. Even if the person doesn't appreciate it, God won't give it to you back at all. I feel so if we were in that situation, I would want somebody to help me. So I would like you to help the less fortunate.
So you guys ready?
Yeah.
So it's definitely important to have volunteers here. We need more volunteers for classes upstairs, for the kitchen. They have different workshops that people can actually volunteer to teach upstairs. We're open 365 days out of the year. We're not just open 5 days out of the week. If anybody wants to volunteer, please come through. You can go to our website on Cafeterias Baltimore and look at my sister's place. And we have not only just this side, we have Daily Bread too, which is down the street on 725 Falls. But so, you know, we always need help. Come on through, we need you.
Well, Habitat was founded from the premise that everybody deserves a safe, decent, and affordable place to live, and that is just that's affirming the inherent dignity that all God's children were born with. But unfortunately, in our society, a lot of folks, for a lot of different reasons, have not been afforded the opportunity to chase the quote-unquote American dream. So what Habitat for Humanity has been able to do all throughout the country and all throughout the world is provide safe, decent, and affordable homes for low-income families that ultimately serves as a cornerstone for their lives that allows them to have that opportunity to no longer have to worry about some of the basic needs like their living conditions. Many of our homeowners come from pretty poor living, substandard living conditions prior to moving into a Habitat home. So it affords them that opportunity to begin working on other things in their lives that they can begin to build off of.
This whole idea evolved 20 years ago with one man and his family, with his wife, with Alan and Sue. They came here into this community to help rebuild and to help bring a lot of love and nurture to a lot of people. It really stresses the point about the power of one. Power of one being able to change things. One person can change things and affect so many lives throughout the world. It just didn't stop here in Baltimore City. It's throughout this country, and it's now branching out throughout the world to become global. The power of one is so intense, and it astounds me that I'm here only 5 months, and what I've seen, I can't even imagine one person what they went through, him and his family, what they went through every day to survive and to be able to have people embrace them as they were embracing them. God spoke to this man, and he came here with his family and rebuilt it, and he took young children, and 20 years later these children now own their own houses here, like something like behind us that you see. And it's awesome that there is a future for everybody and everyone here concerned, and the youth have to understand that. It's hard work and it's hard to do, but it's there and it's available. The power of one. So if they can be the power of one, and this person can be the power of one, and he can be and she can be, before you know it, everybody is able to do what? Wonderful things, more than what's going on here.
Reconciliation is at the heart of the gospel, and a lot of folks don't find their way into communities like ours here in Sandtown other than opportunities to volunteer with an organization like Sandtown Habitat. But what God does in their lives when they're here and they're working alongside the families that they've come to quote-unquote help, they more times than not, they actually leave taking away more than they ever thought that they could, that they would bring to start with. So the transformation that occurs in people's lives through volunteering in Habitat affiliates all around the world, but especially here in Sandtown and Sandtown Habitat, where there's a very unique charism. There's a very unique, something very special about this community and about this organization that God just uses this experience to touch people's lives and transform them in ways that are just absolutely amazing. And I think it's particularly important for our youth to get involved in that process, particularly our youth that are living here in the community, but also youth from outside of the community. one of my favorite quotes is from Archbishop Romero that says that we are prophets of a future not our own. So we're here essentially rebuilding this community that was once a very rich and vibrant community that was decimated for several different reasons. But we're rebuilding the community for those folks that have been lifelong residents. But more than anything, we're rebuilding this community for the youth, for the next generations. And for children to have an opportunity to participate in that and take some ownership in that is extremely important.
I think you should always put your hand out to others, especially when they can't afford it. Because you'll never know, one day in college, you need those same people, or when you're in a low circumstance, you need help.
It's a culmination of those efforts, a deserving homeowner taking the keys to be able to call a place for the first time their home, where they're going to establish roots and where they're going to begin their life anew in a home that's safe, that's decent, that's clean, it's sustainable, it's going to be there for them for a long time, and it just is providing that foundation that they may not have had before.
I just obtained my high school diploma about 2.5 years ago. I'm currently at Washington Bible College obtaining a BA in Biblical Studies. And so the first time I really applied myself was when I went to Randallstown Library and took the pre-placement test for GED. And I ended up attaining not a GED but a high school diploma. I scored the highest out of 29 people. And I was in this class in 10 years. I've been in the classroom since I was 16 years of age. And by doing that, I recognized the potential that was inside of me. Not because I was more smarter than anybody else, not because I had an IQ level of Einstein, but that was the first time that I recognized the potential that was inside of me because I applied myself. You guys got to recognize the genius and the potential that is inside of you. And a lot of times we're not even applying ourselves what God has placed inside of us because of our circumstances, our situations, our self-esteem, and our identity. It's because a lot of times we don't realize that people can't see your past unless you invite them to it. And the reason why I wanted you to see that is that people respond to you the way you respond to yourself. Meaning, if I walked with my head down and came in here like I was just all sad, you're like, what's wrong with that, bro? The only reason you knew my past is because I invited you into it. So just recognize, no matter what you've been through, people only going to respond to you the way you respond to yourself. Recognize the potential and the genius that is inside you. And the decisions that goes forward. So thank you for the opportunity.
Young people and adults too. They're still trying to figure out who they are because we're bombarded with images from society and the news and entertainment and TV and media, and so our identity changes as we get older and mature. So it's good to the art aspect of it. A lot of people don't realize how art plays in their everyday life. So when we start talking about who they are and then representing it in an image, they begin to realize and start making connections that, that's what's drawing them to buy when you go to stores, branding and all that. But a lot of people really, especially the youth, really like taking something, make it simple. So to take 3 words of who you are and actually take them and put them into some type of symbol is kind of cool, because then they can actually keep that with them. And they might repeat that, that particular symbol. It can be something to hold on to lift them up and encourage them. It's like, remember that this is who I am. It's not who somebody else says that I am.
And then this one is the feminine symbol. It means like, I guess feminine qualities and tenderness, gentleness,
Yes.
stands for
Benevolence, firmness of character, and patience.
Oh, okay.
Which is love.
It means God is omnipresent, which is He's everywhere. God is everywhere. That's the symbol, the Ghana symbol for this. And I'm gonna put, because He takes care of our soul, I'm gonna write soul love in words.
So you did yours on
peace, happiness, and spiritual.
and spirituality. Okay, why'd you decide on those 3?
Because I'm happy. I'm a happy person. I love peace, and I guess spiritual.
You're spiritual as well?
Yes.
Okay. So what'd you expect going into this project today?
Have a little fun, learn some new things.
Okay. So what did you learn?
How to paint.
Oh, you learned how to paint today?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fun. You learn new stuff. It's good. It's better than sitting in the house. Sitting around doing nothing. Just come out and do this. These nice people.
well, one thing I liked about Imagine Me when I came to orientation was just that they empowered the females in a way that didn't use like a worldly perspective. It's spiritual, but not enforcing religion upon them. And I thought it brought good unity, just a good vibe. And I really wanted my females in my caseload to be a part of it, to have something different, a different perspective on life and how they view themselves. I thought it'd be great for their self-esteem. I really do appreciate that about Imagine Me Ministries, is that there's a realistic view of just life itself, the development that you go through, and even that your mistakes doesn't define you, your past doesn't define you, that, we've all shared similar experiences coming from different parts of life, different backgrounds in general, so it's nice knowing that there's hope and that, you're still able to make those dreams and your possibilities come to life and give back to others in the same way.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Because that'll mess our cross.
Yeah, I like that right there. Go ahead, Carl.
To me.
The flower-looking symbol is a symbol that means wealth and abundance. The sign in the middle, I added that in. That's a yin-yang symbol, meaning good and bad. So I just tied both of them together with the good and bad, so wealth and abundance. And I got sin and greed for the bad side. The bad side is the black side. And the white side, I got charity and holy, because they're the opposite of sin and greed for the good side.
Okay, so how does that represent you?
This represent me in a way, like it represent everyone else, because we all sin. We all sin and do good and bad things to receive money. For example, some of us young ones out here, we might hustle or whatever, and opposed to a grown man who have a corporate job and getting good money, a positive way. But yeah, I did both before, so that's why I relate to me. This was a cool project. I didn't even know I was coming down here to do this today, but I liked it though. I already liked to draw, so I was ready to start drawing anyway. But it made me sit down and think before I drew for the first time. It was something to make me think first. I hope that each one of our symbols and pictures that we drew and our words that we put to it help the person that's standing in front of that that paper, that picture we about to do together, I hope that they can just look at it and see where we always coming from and what each one of our symbols really mean through our words and the way it look on the picture. We had fun. I mean, it was a fun little project. We got something to eat too. Like, it was cool. I'd like to say thank you for the opportunity.
Step to the line if you believe you have what it takes to overcome your mistakes and make your future brighter. Praise the Lord. Step to the line if you believe God loves you. Step to the line if you ever thought to yourself about a situation that will never happen to me, and then it did.